Alrighty, today's video challenge the Lockup, Loud, Criminal Arsenal, Flashbang Frenzy, and Aegis Academy. We're not gonna have a thumper, there's gonna be a lot of Aegis units, and well, the Flashbangs, they're not really a problem. But it's probably fine, and it's mainly gonna be the Aegis units since... Hi there. Well, unfortunately, the part about just not having a thumper doesn't really matter that much when we instead could just have something like, let's just say, a lot of breaching charges and C4s, which work out just fine. So we're gonna move this fog cabinet just to lock down this area. Then we're gonna go through here, look out for that one guard, which is definitely gonna be here with that open door. Resolve that over there. Then go through here, and then afterwards start a hack over here. Now I'm pretty sure I'm getting shot from across the map by one single guard, but we're just gonna pretend that that's not happening as we go all the way back through here to defend this area over here, which I would consider rather important. So it's pretty important that we actually have that not be interrupted. But right now, say perfect time to just hop down over here and just quickly go over here and start a hack over, and then start a hack over here after being, of course, interrupted. So we're gonna start a hack over here. It's gonna go fantastic, and then afterwards we're gonna go back upstairs just to make sure that that area is safe. There is one file over there which I will want to go and actually search, but first we could always go back over here and just make sure that we're not gonna get breached. So now that that's resolved, we could just run through here. Cyber's gonna be resolving a computer over there, which means I'm gonna just go down over here, see if there's anything, which there unfortunately isn't, and instead just go in through here and then search this file over here, which, I mean, works out perfectly fine so far, so we're just gonna go with that. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything, which is a bit of a shame, but we could always just go over here, wait for this one over here, which, is it already done? It is not, so we should probably go over here, start a hack over here, and then at some point, they're gonna try and breach the south side again, so we're gonna go all the way over here. Well, that's a great shame. So presumably, we're gonna get a lot of Aegis units now, which is gonna be highly unfortunate. So if I could just kindly have those units not do this right now, that would be absolutely fantastic. But now that that's taken care of, for the most part, we could just go over here, and then just get an intel over there. Then we're gonna have to try and figure out how to not get shot way too many times, which is rather important for staying alive. And there are seemingly no fouls over there, so we're just gonna hop down over here and just ignore everything that's over there. But unfortunately, there are seemingly no fouls in there either, so maybe we already have the intel. Maybe we don't. Hopefully we already do. But anyways, this door's open now, so we could just open it up, go inside, and we do indeed have the intel, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're gonna breach the doors that are most definitely individual, so that we won't have any problems with, well, not having enough breaching materials. So once we're done with that, we could just go over here, grab the C4s, then afterwards, well, plant a few C4s. That part's relatively obvious, so now that we can actually do that, we're just gonna place one over here, run over there and place one over there, then afterwards run over there and then place one more over here, which works out just fine. And once we're back inside, we're just gonna detonate all of it. And I mean, we've got 2 more medkits left, so it's a great time to just drop the bag and then afterwards start bagging right around now, which I'm just gonna bag one, and then afterwards go back to defending, since there's probably gonna be... Alright, so never mind, we're gonna get back to defending a bit earlier. And I mean, there's free ammunition, so there's always that. And we could grab this set of bag over... It's not even a set, it's just one bag. But you know what? We can grab this set of weapons over here. And then afterwards go back to defending right over here, which... Well, that's a lot of flashbangs, but once again, Flashbang Frenzy is not really a problem, so we're just gonna leave it at that. As in, that being not a problem. And I mean, there's always shooting that flashbang without even seeing it, but it's a bit of guesswork, and that's really about it. So as we're over here, Cyber's gonna find the last one, which I believe they've actually already found it. There used to be more than one arrow over there, which, I mean, works out perfectly fine. It just means that we can start moving right around now. Nice to meet you and all, but this is not a great time to be flashbang, but I mean, we can still vaguely guess where everything is, as long as we don't continue to get flashbang, which this isn't what we really wanted. So hopefully, it calms down a bit first. And maybe the Aegis units will stop doing this for a bit. But then now we can hopefully start finally moving. And now that that's resolved, we can just go in through here, take care of that, which... that's a lot of Aegis units. And then just run through here, and then continue avoiding... So now that that's taken care of, we can just go through here, grab the MM20, because right now it's a great time to have that. Then just go all the way through here, stash it over here, and then afterwards, I mean... Cyber's not following in with another set of weapons, but we could always go downstairs. Then just grab the one that's presumably left somewhere over. That's presumably left somewhere over here. But I mean, getting shot to that extent probably wasn't what I was really asking for, though we're doing just fine, so... we're just gonna run upstairs and pretend that none of that ever happened, since that seems like a relatively reasonable thing to do. For the most part, why does Cyber have a box of evidence with them? You know what? Let's not question it. We're just gonna start a helicopter, and we're just gonna defend over here, and it's presumably all gonna go just fine. There is one unit over there, which I'm just gonna choose to ignore, in the hopes that we're gonna have less units later on, which... you know what? The more units over there, the less units coming after me. But then again, those seem to be Aegis units, which make it all the more better since Cyber is defending that area. And if an Aegis unit does rush upstairs, it's going to be really, really bad, so... we're just gonna leave it at hopefully those units stay over there. And then hopefully we won't encounter them. And then hopefully no one gets rushed by 2 Aegis units simultaneously, which... judging by the amount of gunshots over there, isn't very promising. But you know what, we've got 2 Aegis units here as well, so that's swiftly taken care of. But let's just try and remain alive. Excuse me, no, but you're not going after Cyber right now. This is a very... just no. So, as we continue staying alive, and as the helicopter gets close to, well, starting... this is a great time to heal up. There is a... was that an upside down flashbang? You know what? We're not gonna question it too much, since there's not really a need to. But right now, it should be relatively close to done. Hopefully we'll get one more squad here, just to lighten the load off of Cyber. Then afterwards, we can just get out of here. And I mean, of course, we can always do this. There's not really a reason, it's just vaguely funny. Even if it really isn't that funny. Well, we're gonna watch up there, and that's the daily challenge, and in just under 8 minutes. Now we're halfway zoomed in, but regardless, cheers everyone, have a great time.